Hello everyone and welcome to the week-long content of the ROG Phone 6, and we are starting it off with the gaming video of the ROG Phone 6 because this phone here comes with the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, which I really am curious about the performance, so I just want to share it with you right now. So without further ado, let's jump into Genshin Impact, but before we play the game, we'll head into the Game Genie first by swiping from either the left or right corner from the top. And then we can see that this UI has been updated. So I'm just going to show you what options are available on this UI here, and what I'm going to enable is the real-time info. So as you can see here, a bar pops up where it tells us the CPU and GPU utilization, our battery level, temperature, and also the FPS. And then we'll head into the Game Genie once again, but this time we're gonna set the AirTriggers. So the AirTriggers are the ultrasonic buttons, which are still the same as last year's AirTriggers, so there's really nothing surprising or new here, I guess. So I'm just gonna use the left trigger here for dual control, so I can tap it and also swipe in or out to trigger something else. So I technically have a total of 4 buttons here. And then motion control, this is something that I won't use because it's disorienting. And then cooler buttons, we will need the AeroActive Cooler 6, which I have it with me right here, but I'm not gonna talk about the AeroActive Cooler 6 in this video, so stay subscribed because we will do that tomorrow instead. So we'll save all of the settings that I got for the AirTriggers, and then now we can test it out, and yes, everything works as what I have set it to do. So let's head into the settings menu, and as we can see here, I am playing it at the highest graphical settings at 60 FPS, so let's go on and see how well this phone can hold up. So what I realized is that the frame rate isn't consistently at 60 FPS all the time, but that is because I am using it in dynamic power option. So I'm gonna enable the X mode to really ramp up the performance level of the ROG Phone 6, and then we can see we are getting 60 FPS more consistently throughout our gameplay. And in terms of the temperature, as we can see on the game info bar there, it's staying at about 47 degrees Celsius. I actually saw it go up to 48 degrees Celsius, but When we use our thermal camera, it only reaches at about 44 degrees Celsius around the middle of the phone, which is where the SoC is supposed to be. And then the back of the phone though is only at about 38-ish degrees Celsius, which is surprisingly good. And as for the frame of the phone, it can reach somewhere around 42 degrees Celsius, which is hot, but it's not really that hot. And then heading into COD Mobile, as we can see here, the settings that we can go for is really standard. So very high graphical quality and maximum frame rates, that means 60 FPS. So I have already cranked up the graphical settings, so let's just hop into a game.
Changing back! Changing hardpoint contested. Tango down! Contact with enemy! Hardpoint contested. Get down! Enemy contact! Tango down! Shock RC is ready. Enemy in sight! Hardpoint identified. Get down! Sniper! Grenade! Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint is ours. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Enemy contact! Sniper! Contact with enemy! Enemy down! Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Targets in sight! Friendly Shock RC is coming. Enemy in sight! Enemy contact! Enemy contact! Hardpoint locked down. Target down! Tango down! Hardpoint identity. Shock RC is ready. Enemy in sight! Hardpoint lost. Get down! Sniper! Sniper! Contact with enemy! Enemy in sight! Hardpoint is ours. Contested. Let's go! Let's go! Warning, friendly nuke has been launched. Hardpoint lost. Sentry gun ready for deployment. Tango down! Stealth chopper awaiting orders. Enemy in sight! Hardpoint identified. Target down! Friendly stealth chopper inbound. Sniper! Hostiles have the hardpoint. Contact with enemy! Tango down! Enemy contact! Get down! Sniper! Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is hostiles have the hardpoint. Enemy contact! Target! Hardpoint locked down. Tango down! Sentry gun deployed. Keep on them. We're winning this one. Friendly Shock RC is coming. Contact with enemy. Friendly Shock RC is ready. Friendly Shock RC is coming.
So in terms of gaming performance, I would say it's pretty good. The Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 really delivers in terms of performance, but that is also because Genshin Impact has been updated to version 2.7, which brought in a lot of optimizations. So a lot of phones can actually run Genshin Impact at highest graphical settings, 60 FPS nowadays. But as for the AirTriggers though, I would say it's pretty much the same as last time, so nothing has changed. But if we want to elevate our gaming experience, then we will have to use the new AeroActive Cooler 6 because it has a total of 4 more buttons on that cooler itself. So if you want to learn more about the AeroActive Cooler 6, then stay subscribed and also ring that notification bell because our video tomorrow is gonna talk about the AeroActive Cooler 6. And that is a pretty long video because that cooler has a lot of technical details and we did all of our tests and all of the data will be presented tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.